And it's part 2 and Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard saying, cross your fingers and pray for me that we get this done because it's too hot for my camera and it's in danger of shutting down and I don't want it to. I just want to finish this so you guys can see what's happening here. And I'm just going to go right back to doing what I was doing, which is adding paint where I want it, where it feels best to go. And maybe a little more straight out of my squeeze bottles this time than pulled, but after I get it on the canvas out of my squeeze bottles I can always change my mind and pull it again with a card, an acetate card. But I really do want some more white because I think the white makes everything pop. And my paints are still pretty cool from having just come out. Hey, dots might be a great idea. I think so. Let's give some dots. You can even pull some dots. I think that sounds like fun. I didn't use nearly enough of this Mystique from Art Minds, but it also is very dark on this particular canvas. Let's go ahead. Maybe some, I think I want to mix some minty green color shift with that. So much for the white. Let's see what happens with that just the same. First, let's see that. Okay. And then we're going to come down here and use that hard edge. Go back and steal some more paint. Use that hard edge. I want something in there. I kind of want something out of there. I kind of want to mess around with my bamboo skewer. And I want some Prussian blue. I'm loving the fact that my bottles are still functioning. I think I could probably steal a little white from over here. I have a love bug on my arm. I would say, oh good, but that would be that would not be true. I like that. That's cool. I think a little more of that over there isn't going to hurt my feelings. I'm not overly thrilled with bugs landing on me. But I am working outdoors and it's par for the course. What are you going to do? I want some more gold somewhere. I think come on, stop landing on me, please. That was not a love bug. That was just your average housefly being irritating. Now I like that. It's time to take a minute here and there and see what I might want to add to color things up. And we still don't really know how this is going to dry on top of the pink because it's so sheer. Now he's dive bombing me. I call them geometrics, and they really aren't because they have all kinds of other, you know, textures going on. I like this white, but get off of me, thank you. Must be time to turn the fan up. I like just dipping the card in and making some textures sometimes. And you can turn it around both ways and take advantage of that other paint there. I want some of that. That's not the color. I was going to say I want some turquoise. I haven't used my playing card yet. Let's do that. I think I could use a second coat of that turquoise some places because I really think it's going to be very sheer. And I would like it to not be as sheer. So I'm just going to try and put a heavy coat on there to see what's going to happen. Oh, that was the green. Right next to the blue. Let's give it a double line. I tell you what, right now, if I did let the turquoise color shift from Folk Art dominate this, it wouldn't hurt my feelings because I absolutely love the effect it has. And there's absolutely nothing to keep me from going ahead and adding as many lines as I want, unless it's the fact that after a while, if they're crooked, they don't look good. But if you keep turning the turntable long enough, you got a shot. But it's not an easy thing to try and fix them either. So hopefully you're fortunate and you have a good sense of direction, like I like to pretend I do sometimes. The gold is good. I'm glad I wanted that there, because otherwise I wouldn't have had a choice. I've wanted to just use my squeeze bottles for a while. And I'm not done playing with that. I want some darker purple in there. I kind of really want to look at that purple all over the place. Just going to dip that all the way and right across. Come back and square it off. Let it go down over the edge. Scrape it off, tap the card into it so it begins to blend. Things are drying, but it's okay. I'm going to take a little bit of that, put it right along the edge of that card. Just tip it. I want more of that purple. I didn't really use nearly as much magenta as I was expecting to. I think I'm going to let some of that just roll right down over the edge after I put some on the canvas. I like that. Just going to dip my card in a few places. Pull a few things across. Push a few things across. Think about some more white. Think about some more gold. About my 9 minutes left. How about some white metallic in there? I should have dotted it. I want to play with the dots. I'm getting somewhere. I don't know where somewhere is, but I'm getting there. Sort of the areas that are not straightened out, I can add a new line and leave the impression that they're straighter than they are. I have this goal in mind. It's a level of comfort that I'm like, ooh, I like that. Well, I haven't quite, I like it, but I'm not in love with it yet. And I'd like to be in love with it. Slightly different colors, definitely different colors because of the pink. I think that looked good right there, and I liked that a lot. I'm not sure that gold couldn't use to be adjusted a few places. Yep. Same with that color shift turquoise from Folk Art. Just make some adjustments. What is that? That is something that does not belong. As long as it's not completely gloppy, I can adjust. I like making adjustments. It's fun. And I'm pushing my card down and dipping it in, and then just moving it to a new location and dipping it in again. I say geometrics, but it doesn't really have to be that geometric to work. It's just giving the impression. It's sort of like an aerial view of something, I think. And I am getting closer to my goal, which is a feeling of satisfaction, but it's not here quite yet. But I am getting really close. Probably still didn't play with every color combination I was planning on, but it's all a process. You learn over time. You got to try different things different times. And I don't want to go too much further, because if I go too much further, I might not be happy. That's my only pink square. I wish I had a little piece of something or other that was square, like a palette knife. And to leave my paints out of the way, I just want to have the impression, hey, even if it's a rectangle, it's still, that's good. I like that. Not only do I like that, I like this to be over there, or some of that. You know, you can never trust me when I say I'm almost done, because as long as I've got time and eyes in my head, I'll probably not be done. I want some more orange. And I haven't used any of this paler orange. Cross your fingers that it's good. Maybe it's really good. Maybe that's what's needed everywhere. And if I don't move it around too much, yeah, I think I really like that. I think that's the defining factor. That's the one. That's the one thing that's going to make it into what I want it to be. Ooh, yes. I'm getting somewhere. It would be so nice if I could be done when the timer goes off, don't you think? I've got a little piece of black schmutz down there. That's too bad. And my card is not clean, so I think I'm going to get that top I've been holding on to for the last 10 minutes out of my hand. The thing about the playing cards is they don't have square corners, but that yellow orange is really good. I'm surprised at how saturated it is. I'm very pleased that it is so saturated. I'm going to put that edge down. Where else do I want something? Maybe right there, because I can. That's the name of my book on the Amazon link. The Amazon link is below the video under Show More, and you can find all kinds of cool stuff there if you open it up at no added cost to you, and it helps me out a little bit. There's gold mica powder. If you work indoors, it's best for indoor use, because the hotter it is, the more liquid it becomes. I have to give you a recipe. It comes in a powder. I like that yellow there now. I finally like that yellow because of the orange. But I want that to come out. And not a ton of it, just a little. Thank you. I think that is pretty good. I am not going to complain about that much at all. I think maybe a couple more things, and I'm good to go. Yes. Do I mean it? I try and mean it. I didn't do any more dots. I kind of want some more dots. That was not a dot. You are correct. Maybe some black dots, and maybe some white dots too. I would not try this if the paint had been out here any longer, because it would probably just flood right down onto my canvas, and I would not be happy. So I got 1:52 seconds. What do I want to tell you guys? I want to tell you guys I love you! Ha! And that there's almost 63,000 of you as I speak to you, which means there's probably more by the time this video airs. And that, ooh, the green dripped over the edge and it's beautiful. I like that. Makes me want to drip a few more things over the edge. Let's see if I can find a place I want to put some more dots. Very cautious dots. Why don't I put it in something like that little container so I don't take any chances. Alright, so we have a few dots. That's good. I think I mentioned in the last video I do give classes at the studio in Spring Hill, Florida, and if you want to inquire about that, just use my email address, easpbgallery@gmail.com, and we'll have a talk. Maybe some gold. I think there's some gold would be beautiful in there, if I can find the right place to put it down. Can I? Please, please, please. It's mixing with the black, but that's okay. It'll add a little interest. The only other thing I wanted was some white. The white pearl. Do I want some yellow? Quickly, while I still have a second. I ask you if you enjoy what I do and you want to help me do more of it or stay doing it, and you are willing to be of assistance, I need two things from you guys. I need your thumbs up, and I need you to watch as much of the video as possible, knowing full well that the more you watch, the more the YouTube algorithm thinks that I'm worth watching, and so it gives me better placement. Yes, I am. I'm zigzagging that black line because I can, and that is also the name of my book on the Amazon link, as I may have mentioned every time you ever watch me in the last 300 videos, or 200, or whatever it is. So I need to stop diddling now before I get myself in trouble. I'm not sure that wasn't me getting myself in trouble right there. And I'm not going to worry about torching right now, because I've agitated the paint so much I think there couldn't possibly be much of a bubble anywhere. Now I'm just playing. Now I better be careful or I won't be happy. Although that black line is bothering me, so I think I need, or maybe it's a blue line. Maybe I'll just, will I? Finish that right off. There we go. I'm done, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio, saying there's a lot of videos on my playlist, and if you watch them, you're a huge assistant to me. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all the wonderful comments, and thank you for joining the contest by contributing to PayPal or Patreon, and I hope you like the 5